This is KJ. This is KJ Spiritual Astrology. Just doing a little reading. Just doing the weekly check-in. '26 will be interesting. When us Pisces are making those plans, people talk about Pisces relocating, making big changes. And I feel like it's necessary. And it's going to be a faith journey. So, I mean, we need some of that Aquarian detachment, I think. Goodness gracious. Yeah, this card with the pizza. I mean, this go, go, go. I mean, that we've been doing, especially if people are having a 10th house year. I certainly have been for the last few years. And we're going to move on to the 11th house with that Neptune and Saturn energy for me anyways. Yeah, for me definitely. So, you know, it's going to head to a different place. But as things head to a different place, you know, we're in a time where things need to be in alignment. And we got to simplify. Slow down. Oh gosh, that thought about simplifying. How are you going to go on that trip if you've got a heavy load, you know, lots to carry? I mean, you want it to be easier. You've got wisdom. I mean, really, if you were to scale back, simplify, downsize, if you were to do all that, then I mean, you could walk more, you could exercise more, you know, you could get out and about and just take it easy, you know, getting that, you know, exercise in. Walking, I guess, reduces inflammation, which everybody's scared of inflammation nowadays, you know, because we know that inflammation is, you know, where the dis-ease comes in. So the more people talk to us about our health, the better it is, you know, because, I mean, we just can't be naive about it. Basically, we want to accept what is necessary for our evolution. Avoidance is no good. So just accepting whatever it is going to be key on your journey. You gotta move forward. You gotta move forward, okay? So yeah, the 8 of Cups, it's like accept it and move forward. You've got somebody who's going down the stream. So, I mean, she's rowing, consciously working towards the direction that he or she is going in. She, he, I mean, nowadays, you know, people talk about gender, but she, it's definitely a she here. We've got a she consciously rowing down the river. Okay, you know, we are surrendering to the process. Not one of us knows what's gonna happen. We don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen and when. We don't know if people will have closure. We don't know if, you know, are gonna have heartache, or if we're gonna feel peace about what's ahead. But we definitely need to have faith, some kind of faith, you know, faith in the divine, faith in, you know, you as a person, your higher self, your higher purpose. You know, sometimes the logic is not where we need to be. We need to be in faith, not logic. So, I mean, forgiveness sets everybody free. I was reading about how a karmic cycle closes is when there's forgiveness. When people try to forgive, they don't need to put more hurt into a situation. They just need to forgive and let go. Do their best to forgive and let go. Hanging on to hurt, it affects everybody. So be willing to receive good energy, good vibes, good, positive, helpful, healing vibes, okay? You know, people do need to heal. They need to believe in healing. They need to believe in fixing their nervous system. There's people that say that they're stuck and they're not going to heal, and that's a negative affirmation. Sometimes we do need to do less. You know, we're wrapping something up. We're focused on the new. Sometimes we need to do less. Overachieving doesn't help. You know, because again, our nervous system is affected when we're overachieving. We've got trying to figure out the meaning of it all. I mean, ideally you want to leave a legacy, right? I think about that. I want a legacy. I want to leave, you know, my daughter with something. I don't want her left with nothing. I want her to have good experiences, positive experiences. I want her to have a full life, and I want her to make good choices. I want her to trust her intuition. I want good things for her. So, you know, we look at what we're doing on the weekly basis. You know, are we tuning into our intuition? Are we allowing that quiet time? Are we sitting down to be open to what the universe has for us. We can believe in good things in the universe, I think. There was somebody who was posting about manifestation and how people are wrong, and they're, they're not getting it right, and all this kind of stuff. And, they're traumatizing negative experiences and saying they manifested this negative stuff. And then he went as far as saying that people are wrong to blame their experiences on their past lives, which maybe these things do come up for a reason, the things that happen to us in our life. So it's like, people will have their own theories about what is true and what is not. But, studying karma a little bit, experiences leading up to age 30 can relate to past life experiences, and it can tie in, to the bigger scheme, where you've been, where you're going. And honestly, I would say that I believe that, as in personally, I had South Node experiences. I did. My South Node in Aries is about survival experiences, and the people that were in my life represented survival. And the people I hope in my future represent thriving, or I hope that I believe in thriving and doing better and getting healthier and living longer. I want to believe in life. I want to believe in life. I do. So, I want to believe in my North Node in Libra, which is life coaching, and it's helping other people, get on their path. And so believing in, your North Node, whatever that is, understanding your astrology chart and your North Node placement is key in your direction in life. And so, if there's anyone that wants to talk about their North Node, I'm open to that. I'm open to helping you with your wisdom, your personal wisdom. You want to have your connection with your wisdom and your own divine power to be empowered to live this life. Sometimes people need to know where they are at, in their life, and what what is possible. We're not here to survive. We're here to work towards a bigger purpose, right? So understanding that you can be your own source of wisdom when you understand the bigger picture is going to be key to your growth. Obstacles are now falling away easily. The angels remind you that you are a highly capable person, and there is nothing you cannot overcome and achieve when you set your mind to it. The obstacles you have faced are lessons which have taught you about your own strength and resilience. We're still here, so believing in overcoming the obstacles really could be key. It really could. We don't know what's ahead. We don't. But, you know, our elders, you know, are here. You know, they're still here. We're still able to learn from them. We're still able to have a sense of structure. You know, having elders. I mean, once, you know, the elders are gone, other people step in. I mean, we don't know, you know, when that time will come. The angels would like to introduce you to the art of being. There are many things we can rediscover by slowing down and not always rushing to get things done. Walk slowly, pay attention to every step. Leave time for conversation, eat slowly, be deliberately aware of your actions. I mean, you know, proper digestion. I mean, that's something positive, being able to slow down. Joy, when I feel happy, I manifest more reasons to be happy. This angel reminds you that when we choose happy thoughts and set intentions to live joyfully, we are setting ourselves up for success and contentment in all areas of our lives. Okay, so we can feel a sense of joy. Lightening our load, simplifying, could actually make us feel more joyful overall, because you're not thinking about stuff so much. You know, you're prioritizing what matters more, and you're not trying to overcomplicate. You know, you do got to go through the journey of life. There's things that need to be achieved. You want to believe that you can be available to do what it is you need to do. You want to leave a legacy. You want to leave something positive, you know. So, I mean, we can do our best to eat better, be healthier, be in alignment with the bigger purpose, not be so much in hustle mode, but alignment, okay? So, I mean, it's true that, you know, we're, you know, we could be new at putting ourselves out there. You know, maybe in the past few years, we've been putting ourselves out there a little bit more. But ultimately, the alignment is better than trying to be perfect. Just be in alignment with what matters day to day. All right, Pisces, that's my message for this week, the 5th through the 11th. Have a good week. Thanks for watching.